Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo Buddhaya, Theruvan Saranai. Dear meritorious devotees and my dear children, welcome to yet another Dhamma sermon in Expert Education Dhammasabhava program. Today this Dhammasabhava program is sponsored by Mr. Venurada Silva, the Managing Director of Expert Education and Visa Services Private Limited. So before listening to the Dhamma sermon, let's all together pay homage to the Supreme Buddha and let's go for refuge to the Triple Gems. Say with me. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Buddhaṃ saranang gacchāmi. Dhammaṃ saranang gacchāmi. Sanghaṃ saranang gacchāmi. Dutiyampi buddhaṃ saranang gacchāmi. Dutiyampi dhammaṃ saranam gacchāmi. Dutiyampi sanghaṃ saranam gacchāmi. Tatiyampi buddhaṃ saranam gacchāmi. Tatiyampi dhammaṃ saranam gacchāmi. Tatiyampi sanghaṃ saranam gacchāmi. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. To observe 5 precepts, say after me. I observe the precept of abstaining from killing beings. I observe the precept of abstaining from stealing. I observe the precept of abstaining from sexual misconduct. I observe the precept of abstaining from telling lies. I observe the precept of abstaining from taking intoxicating drinks and drugs. I follow these precepts for happiness in this life, to rebirth in heaven, and to realize the Four Noble Truths. In this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. First of all, may my homage be to my teacher, who gifted me the Supreme Buddha's Dhamma, our Pinat Loku Swamin Wahanse. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo Buddhaya, Theruvan Saranai. Dear meritorious devotees and my dear children, once again you have joined with another episode, another program in Expert Education Dhammasabhava program. So today, the topic that I'm going to deliver the speech on about is be a part of the nature. How to be a part of the nature. Okay, let's clarify this first of all. Remember, really, in real, we are a part of the nature, right? We don't want to be a part of the nature. Already we are a part of the nature, but most of the time people think the nature, the surrounding and this environment and this nature is something else, and the human is another different kind of animal. Remember, we all belong to this nature, right? What keeps us separate from the nature and the human is our mind. Our minds are far away from the nature. Okay. That is why we are running in non-ending journey of pursuit of happiness, right? We are running behind money, wealth, and praise. But finally, at the end of this life, we become a part of this nature. You know, when we die, our body, when someone buries our body, right, it starts to decay. Finally, it becomes a part of the soil, right? There are hard things that decays from our body. They become the part of the soil. And there are some fluids in our body. They become a part of the water, right? If there is air inside our body, it becomes the part of the air. And if there is heat, this heat inside our body becomes the part of the heat in the nature. So we all are a part of the nature. But from our minds, we are far away from the nature. We don't like to be with the nature most of the times. Now, when we walk on the road, if we monks walk on the road, many of us see the people, they all are on their phones. They are glued to their phones, right? Here's one thing that I experienced one day. One day at night, it was about maybe 9:30 p.m. at night. So I came out of the monastery and I sat down on a bench, enjoying the nature. It was so beautiful, and it was a wonderful night, right? Stars are all over the sky, and there was the moon as well. So it was a beautiful night. But there were people around me, young boys, young children. They all were tapping to their phones and mobile phones. They did not have the ability to enjoy the nature. They are in the same environment, they are in the same place, but they don't know how to. They did not have the opportunity to enjoy the nature. Right? So it is the way of our thinking makes us separate from the nature. Right? So instead of dealing with the technical devices, give yourself a time to go outside and be with the nature. Right? Stay with the nature. Stay in silence. Enjoy the silence of this nature. Then you will feel that you are truly a human. You are truly belongs to this environment, this nature. When you feel that, that is one of the best things that you feel, best feelings that you feel in your life. Remember that. Therefore, it is not a problem. It is totally okay to deal with having a mobile phone and doing your work. It's totally okay. But that is not the only thing that we should do. Give yourself a time to be with the nature. Okay. That is all about to being a part of the nature. Now I will talk something about, and I will teach you something about what we can learn from the nature. There are so many things that we can learn from the nature. Even the Supreme Buddha took these features of the nature, the things that prevails in the nature, to explain certain good qualities to our life. Right? So when we step outside, we can see the trees. Right? Trees are wonderful things in this world. They have many qualities which can be gained, which can be obtained to our life as good qualities. So today, I'm going to teach you about how to become a tree, how to be like a tree. At one time, our great teacher Supreme Buddha taught us, you need to be like a tree. Okay? You need to have the qualities of a tree. So what are the qualities of a tree? Supreme Buddha said, the nature of a tree is it always have the mind to help others, to give. Right? So what are the things that trees gives us? They gives us air. They gives us food. They protect our water resources. And also, they give us the furniture. Right? Sometimes they give us shelter. So, the tree, in many ways, it gives, but it hardly expects the things. Trees does not ask anything. Right? The trees have like a quality of compassion. Right? It never expects anything. Right? So Supreme Buddha taught us that you should be like a tree. Now normally, Supreme Buddha said, the nature of the tree is when people needs food from the trees, like maybe the fruits, it always gives the fruits. Right? When people need the branches of the tree gives. The tree led them to cut the branches of the tree. It never become angry. When people need the trunk of the tree always gives that, but it never ever become angry. Right? Now imagine a situation like this. Now a person comes to under a big tree and he started cutting the tree with an axe or a chainsaw or anything, any tool. Right? So he's cutting and cutting, and after an hours of cutting, he becomes tired. Right? He becomes parched. So what he does is he stays under that tree and he started sleeping under the shade of the tree. Does the shade makes any difference to that person? No. Does the tree stops giving the shade, stop giving the cool to that person? No. It always treats this in the same way, right? In that way, Supreme Buddha said, there are some people who comes to destroy our life. There are some people who comes to make troubles to our life. Supreme Buddha said, don't be angry with them, right? You should not be angry with them. But still, you can stay away from them. Now this does not mean that you should be weak, right? That this Supreme Buddha should now this does not say that you should be coward. Supreme Buddha said, you can be kind to them, but still you can stay away from them, from the people who makes the troubles to our life. But don't fall into their level, right? Now the normal nature of the human is that when they find the people who makes troubles to their life, they do the same thing to them. When they blame the people, when they blame us, we will also blame them, right? When they hate us, we will also hate them. We fall into the same category of those negative people. But you should not be like that. Now when I say this, some people will say that being kind to the people who makes troubles to our life is a weakness. You should not be like that. You should fight with them. You should argue with them and you should win them. Remember, you cannot win with hatred, right? People use the hatred to solve many problems, yet there's no problem that is being solved with hate. People use anger to solve the problems, but yet there is no problem that is solved by anger. Remember, therefore, you should not hate the troublemakers in your life. Be like a tree. The tree gives the shade to the person who cuts the same tree. It does not make any difference to that. So, be like a tree. But being like a tree means you should not be like a coward person. You should be positive, you should be assertive person, and you can still stay away from them, not falling to the same evil trap again and again. You should be wise, okay? That is how to be like a tree. And also Supreme Buddha advised us to be like water. So what is the nature of the water, children and devotees? The nature of the water is, Supreme Buddha said, it always treats same to the people, to everyone, right? There are some people who pollute the water, and also there are some people who protect the water. The water quenches the thirst of every person without any exception. So that is why Supreme Buddha said, you can be kind to the people who are making troubles to your life and to the people who makes the good to your life. So be like water. And there are a lot more things to learn from the water. Water is adjustable, right? There's a great saying. It says, when you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. When you put water into the pot, it becomes the pot. When you put water into the glass, it becomes the glass. It is adjustable. You should also have the ability to adjust to the situation. You should not be stubborn. So many people out there, they don't like to change according to the situation. Now in Sri Lanka, we have a troublesome situation, right? Economic crisis, the prices are hiking, right? It is very hard to live in this country. So people try to complain to the government for every single thing, right? We don't like to get up by our own self, right? We don't like to adjust to the situation and try to do something to make our life better. You should have the ability to adjust to the situation. Good times will not always be in our life. And also bad times, hard times will not always be in our life. Right? Life is like an ocean, you know. Ocean always changes. Right? Some days in ocean there are storms. There are big waves. And some days the ocean is calm and quiet. So we should have the ability to be adjust to the situation, right? We should be like water. And also, water is a wonderful thing, right? When the water is flowing in the streams, the water meets rocks and so many obstacles. But water does not stop it in those obstacles. It flows constantly, right? Dodging the obstacles, it goes around the obstacle and it flows, however. Life is also like that. When you are living your life, when the life is flowing, you will find obstacles. You will find bumps in your way, right? Don't stop in those obstacles. Life is not a destination. Life is a journey. It is a constant flow. So though you find obstacles in your way, what you have to do is just flow through them like water, right? Then the more the obstacles comes to our life, the more we will get the experiences from them, right? You know what? Experiences makes our life mature. The more we have experiences in our life, the more we will become mature. So be like water. And also Supreme Buddha advised us to be like a lotus flower. Have you seen lotus flowers? They grow in mud, right? They are born in mud, right? But they come out from the mud and they bloom and they become pure and they give a pleasant scent and pleasant sight to this world, right? So sometimes we will be born poor, right? We will be born in broken families, financially broken families. Though you are still in a hard problem in your life, you are like a lotus pod that hides inside the mud. But you have to bloom one day. You have to come out of this mud one day. And you have to bloom. And you have to give a pleasant feeling to this world. You have to make this world a happy place. That is why Supreme Buddha said, you should be like a lotus flower. Practice kindness. Practice patience. Practice compassion. Then your life will be like a lotus flower. Remember that. And also Supreme Buddha advised us to be like earth. Now, to the earth, people put so many disgusting things, right? Now, every disgusting things that we put out finally goes to the earth. But the earth does not complain to that. Earth does not become angry, right? Earth does not cry. Remember, when the people make hardships to your life, when people throw trash to your life, you should be like earth. You should be positive. You should not fall down. You should have that strength. Now, you know what? The earth has a great strength. Same as that. You should be positive. You should be strong. That is how to be like earth. So there are so many things that we can learn from this nature. So instead of going through the information and technologies and social media, just give yourself a time to be with nature, because this is the thing that we are. This is the primary place that we are born to this world. This nature, right? Go outside and feel some breeze around you, right? Touch a tree, be with nature, and feel that comfortable and happy feeling and joyous feeling that you feel. So we should be, actually we are a part of nature, but our minds are far away from the nature. So bring your mind close to the nature and learn from the nature and be a part of the nature. So I wish you all, may all of you finally realize the Four Noble Truths in this Gautam Buddha's dispensation. Now it is the time to share the merits. Today's Expert Education Dhamma program is sponsored by Mr. Venurada Silva, Managing Director of Expert Education and Visa Services Private Limited, and his staff. So first of all, let's share the merits with all the gods who protect the Gautam Buddha's dispensation. May all the gods rejoice in this merit, and may they be well and happy, may they live long, may they live a happy life, and may they realize Four Noble Truths in this Gautam Buddha's dispensation. And let's share the merits with all the departed relatives of all of us. May all the departed relatives rejoice in this merit, and may they be well and happy, and may they escape from the samsara as soon as possible. And let's share the merits with our Pinnad Loku Swamin Wahanse and all the monks and the nuns of Mahamevnawa monasteries. May Mahasangha rejoice in this merit, and may they be well and happy, may they live long, may they live a happy life, and may they realize Four Noble Truths in this Gautam Buddha's dispensation. And also let's share the merits with Mr. Venurada Silva, the Managing Director of Expert Education and Visa Services Private Limited. By the power of this merit, may he be well and happy, may he live long, may he live a happy life, and may his all good hopes become true, and finally may he realize Four Noble Truths in this Gautam Buddha's dispensation. And let's share the merits with all the staff members of Expert Education Visa Services Private Limited. May all of them rejoice in this merit, and may they be well and happy, may they live long, may they live a happy life, may they realize Four Noble Truths in this Gautam Buddha's dispensation. And also let's share the merits with all the students who joined to the Expert Education Dhamma program, and all the students who are joined with Expert Education Visa Services Private Limited. May all of them rejoice in this merit, and may they be well and happy, may they live long, may they live a happy life, and may they realize Four Noble Truths in this Gautam Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo Buddhaya. Theruvan Saranai.